This video explains time series forecasting. Time series forecasting is basically a, a one way to forecast using time-dependent numbers. Time is their major independent variable, and based on this time, and we use their previous historical data. This previous historical data will explain future sales. That's key idea of time series forecasting. In this time series forecasting, we have some trend, we have some seasonality, we might have a randomness factor. And out of this very first and the very simplest idea is we just use a moving average. Moving average case, we just take into account all previous, just simply certain number of previous record. For example, we can use 3 previous record. For example, to forecast period 16, we can use a period 15, 14, 13, or 15, 14, 13, 12. So it depends on. So you have to check which, what kind of number will be best for your moving average. So you will see many different type of moving average in your stock price change. Also, extended version of this simple moving average is weighted moving average, means we can give different weight. Actually, you can give 50% on the most recent one, and then later, and 30% later, and 20%. So we will use this number. We will use this number to compute forecasting moving average. Also, we can compute the MAD, MAPE. MAD, MAPE are very popular forecasting accuracy measure. MAD stands for mean absolute deviation, means we just compute deviation, not simply deviation. Absolute deviation means we take a positive part of deviation. And the percent error means we just compute percentage number. Why? Because sometimes we want to compare our forecasting accuracy to other companies' forecasting accuracy. To do that, we have to use a unit-free measure. So actually MAPE is more popular. Why? Because MAP is unit-free. So I will explain later. So here, first of all, we have some time period information. We have actual sales, and we have forecasted number. Then we might have MAD, MAPE. First of all, we have period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have period up to 9, actual sales 180, 168, 159, 175, 190, 205, 180, and 182. So now we want to forecast next period. First of all, simple moving average case, we can use 3 previous record, means we cannot forecast this period because we do not have enough record. We cannot forecast this period because we do not have enough record. At this period, we do not have enough record. At this point, now we can use our previous record. So we just take into account all previous record history, average information. That is our forecast number. Then you just drag up to here. So that is actually our moving average, simple moving average forecast. So from this, you can compute deviation. Deviation is simply actual minus forecast. This is a deviation, right? Simple deviation. If you click down up to here, you might have a positive or negative number. If you add this number, then you will lose some information. So that's why we do not use this deviation directly. Instead, we have to use absolute number, the difference between actual minus forecast. So if you take absolute number, and these are absolute deviation, then now you can take average of these absolute deviation. So this is your MAD. This is your MAD. How can you compute MAPE? So this is actually, you have to compute the percent first, percent error. So this is error, and you have to compute the percent compared to your actual sales. So actual sales is your base, right? So you just compute these numbers, and actually you can change, percent, and this is your percent, and then you can take average. So what does MAP stand for? MAP stand for mean absolute percent error. Means what? You can take an average number. So this is a moving average. Then now we will use different weight. So this case we give the same weight for all previous 3 period, right? So I will copy this one. So I will create copy. So the first one is a simple moving average, and then now the second weighted moving average. This spreadsheet, and we use the same MAD, MAPE, but we use different weight. Weight 1, we use weight 1, weight 1, most recent one, weight 1, second recent, weight 2, weight 2, and the weight 3, and actually for most recent one we give more weight, and the second less, and the less. So we give name here. Great selection. So we give name, right? And for this forecast number I delete, and from this, so you can use what? Weight 1. So this weight 1, so you have to weigh 50% on most recent one, and second, weight 2, and third, weight 3. So you can use different weight, not simply even weight, right? So you can compute like this, or you can use some product. Sorry. So you can use this one, and then just copy, and we repeat this equation, right? So same weight, we're not using some product. We use this weight, and we just use this kind of weight, this weight, and these numbers, previous period. Then now we have, I mean, we can use the same MAD or MAPE function. And we are done weighted moving average. Now we want to compute different number. So I will copy this original, and copy, and create copies, and finally we will compute exponential smoothing idea. For exponential smoothing idea, so actually we give weight, some weight alpha on the most recent data, actual data, and the remaining factors, remaining weight, we give this remaining weight for our previous forecasting information. So for example, F2, I mean to forecast the second period. So we can use the first period data and the first period forecast number. Forecast 3, so we use the second period for actual data and the second period forecast number. So we can use this. So let me try to use this one. So actually for this case, we need our first forecast number 175, Actually, this number is from our historical data. So somebody suggests this number 175. So we cannot calculate the 175 right now, but this number should be given. And also we can define our alpha. Our alpha is a smoothing factor. So you can use alpha. Alpha is 0.2. So you can give name. Then it's easy to complete our equation. So actually our forecast number is what? Alpha times our previous actual plus 1 minus alpha. Means 80% times our previous forecast number. So we just repeat this one. So we can compute our forecast information, right? With this, at the same time, we can start our MAD, MAP from the beginning. So then you just copy up to here. Then your MAD is 10.7. Actually, this is unit dependent. MAPE is a unit free. So I mean, this 180 or 168, this can be $1 million or $1 billion. Then this MAD also million, billion. But however, MAP is just simply unit free, means just a percent. Right? So that's why we can compare our MAP to others' MAPE. So we covered exponential smoothing, and we compute the weighted moving average. Also, we can compute the simple moving average.